Check out one of the top like comments, over 12,000 likes. Not the coach's daughter. Of all the women you got access to, leave the coach's daughter alone, and that's 100% facts. I mean, I don't care how athletic you are. If you're that stupid, you don't deserve a spot on the team. Another comment says, my boy risked it all for a mid-white girl. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, what do we have here? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great week. Hope all of you having a great Wednesday night. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. We have a wild, and I mean a wild situation to talk about and get into. It involves an Alabama 5-star recruit, Kalen DeBoer, and Kalen DeBoer's daughter. Yeah, that's right, you heard me correctly. Not just DeBoer himself, but his daughter. This is a huge and messy situation, and we're going to talk all about it. To go on top of that, I hope you're ready for a jam-packed video, because we have two other topics to get into. One of those involving Shane Beamer calling out a former wide receiver. And last but not least, in the midst of his season, a college football head coach just retired. And it's not a big storyline just because he retired. It's a big storyline because he's currently being investigated by the NCAA. I'm so excited to get into this video. It's been a while since we've had a jam-packed one. Strap in, buckle up, get you a snack, get you popcorn, get your favorite meal you like to eat when you watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing. But all right, Matt, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, first things first, let's take a look at what's going on with this head coach. The breaking news just came out that Central Michigan head coach Jim McElwain, former head coach at Florida, is retiring. Seems a little odd though, right? Why is he retiring, you may ask? Great question, my friend. I'll love to answer it. As to when I'm speaking, he is currently under NCAA investigation for Connor Stalions' alleged sideline appearance last fall. Y'all all remember this, right? If not, I'll show you a quick refresher. It was the picture that was going viral of Connor Stalions in a Central Michigan hat. So in other terms here, this is one of those, hey, I'm probably about to get fired, so before I get fired, I'm going to retire type of situations. This isn't exactly the rarest thing in the world, but definitely worth talking about, and I hate to see McElwain go. Not too much more to say about that. Moving along here to our second topic, you've got to see what Shane Beamer just said. Rightfully so, Shane Beamer, he's feeling good about himself, but not only himself, he's feeling good about his football team. And he pretty much, in this most recent interview, I'm going to show it to you, called out former wide receiver Juice Wells, who now plays at Ole Miss. Shane Beamer stated that this said wide receiver told him, hey, I don't think we're going to have a good quarterback. I don't think we're going to be good, so I'm leaving. You don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure out who he's referring to. He's talking about Juice Wells.
That left our program after last season, and one of the reasons he told me that we were leaving is he said, I don't think we're going to be very good and we don't have a quarterback. Like, he told me that. And I said, well, I disagree. We got us a quarterback. You've seen, our quarterbacks at practice, and we're going to be good around him. And that player said, I don't know, coach, it ain't looking too good. Well, he's somewhere else right now, and there's a lot of guys that are here and are glad they're here as well.
Most people are viewing this as, yeah, you may be right, coach, but why do you even feel the need to say this? Why don't you just keep it pushing? And I guess I could understand and see that perspective. Shane Beamer technically didn't need to come out and say this. However, I don't really view it as like, oh, this is a terrible thing and he shouldn't have said it. He's just explaining what happened. He said, hey, we had a guy say we weren't going to be good. We didn't have a quarterback, and look at us now. We're a good football team, and we have a quarterback. And honestly, I don't think either party should receive hate, because Juice Wells, I mean, did he make a wrong decision? Look at what he's doing at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a playoff team. I guess you could try to argue if he would have stayed at South Carolina, he might have had better receiving numbers, but you're really splitting hairs there. And same thing for South Carolina. You shouldn't even be too mad that Juice Wells left, because look at how your season's turned out. You're doing just fine. I thought it was interesting, and I would love to talk about that some more, but we gotta get a move on to the main topic, the main encore, the main reason you clicked onto this video. What in the world is going on in Tuscaloosa, Alabama? I'll give you a quick teaser. Let's just say a lot is going on, allegedly and apparently. Before we just divulge into the story, I got to give you some context, because without context, you're going to have no idea what's going on and you're going to be lost. First things first, yesterday, the news came out that Alabama linebacker Canoe Colt, I believe that's how you say his name, he is entering the transfer portal, and this was a former 5-star in the 2021 class. I've heard people call him Kenu, I've heard people call him Canoe Colt, so I'm just going to call him Canoe Colt. If I am saying his name wrong, I do apologize. But before we go any farther, we have to answer this question. Why did he enter the portal? And this is a part of this story a lot of people don't even know about. Colt was suspended last week. And what was even stranger about this is normally when a player's suspended, you have a reason for it, but Kalen DeBoer wouldn't give a reason. All he stated, and I quote, is, he wasn't with us and he's suspended right now. Not going to get into length or anything like that, but he won't be with us this weekend. When DeBoer said that, everybody was like, okay, well, what's really going on? Fast forward in time a little bit, week goes by, here we are. Yesterday, he enters the portal. So let's get that clear before we go any farther. A lot of people are taking this out of context and they're thinking, oh, he just randomly left the team. No. He didn't leave. He was suspended. There's a lot of speculation going around, but this post, it started going viral on Twitter, and it's really going viral right now. It dang near has 10 million views. Before I even get into this, I want to make a couple things clear. Number one, this is not one of my sources. This is a post on Twitter. Number two, do as you please with this information. I am the messenger. I am not coming up with this news. I'm not coming up with this story. I'm just reading y'all what's been sent to me and what I see. Form your own opinion. Your boy Matt is here just to break the news to you. And there's a couple more things I gotta say about it, but let's just get into it. Reportedly, Alabama linebacker and former 5-star Kanu Colt was suspended from the team following a comment made on social media regarding Coach DeBoer's oldest daughter. Colt reportedly direct messaged her on Instagram and asked if she, quote unquote, I ain't even gonna read that off, followed by a picture. Do you really want me to tell you what kind of picture it was? You can put 2 and 2 together here. And I'm gonna say this again. Do as you please with this information. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but here's what I will tell you. I'd take this with a grain of salt. Check out one of the top like comments, over 12,000 likes. Not the coach's daughter. Of all the women you got access to, leave the coach's daughter alone, and that's 100% facts. And this is a great comment, and I agree with this 100%. Let's be honest. There's no way he texted her that out of nowhere. They had to have been talking to each other before. I mean, I don't care how athletic you are. If you're that stupid, you don't deserve a spot on the team. Another comment says, my boy risked it all for a mid-white girl. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know what she looks like, nor do I care. I guess, yeah, this is a picture of her. I don't even know. I don't know, and I don't even care. Before we go any farther, let me say this now. If this is true, if Kanu Colt did this, yeah, terrible look, and it's just stupid. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of dime pieces walking around at the University of Alabama. If you know, you know. The last one you should be hollering at is the coach's daughter. Good riddance. If he is stupid enough to pull some crap like this, then he would definitely cause more trouble for the team. Just because he's a 5-star doesn't mean he would be good for Alabama. Interesting take. It really perplexes me the amount of people that have something to say about this when you don't even know if this is true or not. Like seriously, you just see a post and you're running along with it. I don't know how people do that. Here's the last thing I'm going to say about this before we move on to Mr. Kanu Colt, because he has since responded to all this. If you are on Twitter like myself and you see something trending or you see something controversial going on, I'm going to advise you to click on the profile first. It doesn't take long to look at this Twitter account and realize, oh, this isn't some legit person tweeting this out. I'm not here to tell you it's false. I'm not here to tell you it's true. Like I stated, do as you please with the information I'm presenting you. Here's what I will say. If I had to bet my house on this, I'd say more than likely this story is exaggerated. This is trending everywhere, though. It's trending all over TikTok as well. And here's what Kanu had to say. Stop the cap. ... God don't like ugly. Huh. That's interesting. So he didn't really come out with an explanation. He's just saying, yeah, they're lying. If you don't know what cat means, it means somebody's lying. And I know some people are going to say, well, why is he not coming out here and denying all these reports? Why is he not coming out here and saying, oh, yeah, all that's false, it didn't happen, and et cetera, et cetera? I understand that perspective because if he just addressed it and said, none of that happened, it's a lie, it would put it into the wildfire that this has now become. But at the same time, I'm a man who believes, and it's sort of a philosophy I live by, a wise man once said nothing at all. It's almost embarrassing for you to even come out and say, yeah, that's not true, if that makes sense. I'm not comparing Kanu Colt to LeBron James, but if I came out tomorrow and made a video and I stated in it, LeBron James sleeps with Barbie dolls, you see what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's so outlandish and it's so beneath LeBron. Why would he even debunk that? Why would he even respond to it? Same thing here. This really is an outlandish rumor, and here's another thing. There's no validity to it. Kalen DeBoer's daughter hasn't came out and said anything. She came out and presented pictures and text messages and stuff like that. We'd be having a different conversation. This is just some random Joe Schmo, and really a Twitter troll came out and stated this, and now everybody's running with it. I hate it for Kanu Colt because, let's be honest, more likely, this ain't true. Who knows, man, who knows, but I will divert back to this a little bit. It is interesting that he got suspended, and we don't know why he got suspended. Will we ever know? I don't know. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But